Welcome back to Civil Conclave Presentations. Today we are going to discuss about FAR and FSI. Without knowing these two, you cannot define what is your construction area. So it is better to understand what is this. Now let us go into the presentation. Floor space index. In this subject, what we are going to cover, the background of the same, computation of the FSI, incentives of the FSI, versatile tool, constraint, and initiative. The background of the FSI, the meaning, concept, origin, and FAR. FSI, which is known as the floor space index. FAR is a floor area ratio. This is generally followed in the North Indian states mainly. Definition: floor area ratio is a ratio of a building that built up area of all floors to the area of the plot wherein the construction has been carried out. See, here I am showing the image which will explain you. So let us say this is the plot area, this is the ground coverage area, the FSI is 1. FAR is equal to 2, FAR 2B, FAR 2B is again, okay. Now you understood what the concept behind. FAR is little concern to the land of excessive use, extensive uses like a golf course and etc., paramilitary forces campuses, educational campuses, holiday resorts, container yards, warehouses, manufacturing plants, freight stations, outdoor studios, theme parks. See, from container yard to outdoor area, the ground area is required more as is handling of heavy goods. Built form. The built form can be developed in either of the following density patterns. It is known as a low rise density, high rise density, high rise density. Future covered in the computation of FSI without paying the premium FSI. Exemptions granted for the following. Building features doesn't require, like as a basement of colors, balcony, flower beds, cupboards of limited sizes, stilt used for parking where there is no side wall on 3 or more side, architectural feature. These are all exempted from the FSI area. Amenities: parks, swimming pools, society office, fitness centers, clubhouses. Utilities: roads, electrical, gas supply, water, sewerage, communication, parking, staircases, watchman booth, lifts, fire staircases. Excess area is counted in FSI. Where generally the violations happens in covering the balconies, terraces and flower beds, cupboards made part of the habitational rooms, privatizing common packages etc., basement area misuse, parking used for office and other services. These are the areas generally the violations happens in the building sector. Fungible FSI. Compensatory floor space index. It is interplay of manually interchangeable building features. Up to 35% FSI for balcony, staircases, terrace, cupboards, flower beds are availed as a fungible FSI in case the residential use of payment premium has to be paid. Once you paid this premium FSI, it is covered under the FSI laws, but whereas it is known as a premium paid FSI, that is the fungible FSI, which is not counted in the regular FSI. 20% of FSI can be availed for commercial and industrial development. Fungible FSI is unable as a regular FSI. Fungible FSI is never to be counted as a regular FSI. Manipulations and violation, provision use of free of FSI components are avoided due to this fungible FSI. Fungible FSI pay the better transparencies in the sector. FSI prosperation, residential 1, residential plus commercial 1 for plot area below 1000 square meter, 1.5 for a plot area above 1000 square meter. C 1.5 started category residential hotels other than the RPZ zones. SF is 1. Industrial 0.52 1. Assembly 1. 0.1 and 0.15 for assembly of RPZ, 0.05 for a burial ground and canteens. Other uses 0.1 to 0.15. Airport and allied call activities, maximum permissible FSI is 1. FSI for Gautans, that is a village settlement, will be 0.7. Granting additional FSI on premium payment. IT parks, religious buildings, biotechnical, industrial units. 100% of additional FSI may be permitted, whereas for a religious sector it is 50% is permitted. Residential used to residential plus commercial. If the plot size is 1000 square meter, leased earlier with a lower FSI in zones other than the predominantly commercial zone, and provided GDCR including parking area are filled. That means you will get another 50%. Star category residential hotel, 100% in other than RPZ. Change of land use, commercial to residential come commercial or vice versa. Minimum plot area is 1000 square meter, deriving access from 15 or more meter wide road. FSI remains 1.5 in both the cases. Medical, educational, government buildings is 100%. Relaxation in marginal open space for calculating the FSI. For smaller plots, due to you cannot in a position to consume the total FSI due to the odd and narrow sizes of the plot. Airport influence areas. These areas also can be relaxations can be provided as there is a height restriction is applicable. Incentive FSI, compensation towards land acquisition, road widening, scenic enhancement, promoting growth center activities like IT parks, business parks, etc. Land pooling, eligibility on grass plate area, but incentive on net plate area, heritage construction. Inducement and incentive with a purpose. Urban development, renewal, slum development. Cluster development for intensification, that is known as the organized development with facilities. Promoting or subsidizing affordable housing. Social towns, special townships, rental housing. In lieu of sharing social physical infrastructure, providing responsibility. Tapering FSI towards periphery, suitable for metropolitan areas. Concept is to have a variable FSI, higher FSI in the city center and prospective progressive reduction tapping away from it. It means higher densities in central business district and residential area adjust to it and tapering of densities as we move towards the suburbs. Taller buildings near commercial area, transit places and gradual tapping towards the residential areas. Global FSI. FSI reckoned on a large land holding with variation across subsets, that is known as a special township. High FSI zones. Certain areas are marked with a high FSI, that is ranges from 3 to 5, leads to intensification of a land utilization for precious and scarce urban land prescribed at advantage locations. FSI for dilapidated and unsafe buildings. Residents of the smaller tenements apparently can't afford to repair, leading to disapprobation due to natural calamity, fire hazard, etc. Municipal Corporation, Greater Mumbai provision. For the redevelopment or reconstruction of the old such building, the government has already approved FSI of 3. MMRDA provision. The generated built-up area with FSI 3 is shared by 3 interests, namely the existing tenement holder, MADA, and the Cooperative Housing Society developer. CIDCO is giving a 3 FSI for a redevelopment of CIDCO constructed dilapidated building in New Mumbai through public-private privatization. Urban renewal and development. Land use lost relevance with time. Rundown conditions. Declining manufacturing activities. FSI for cluster development. To cope up with the urban rush. Cluster carved out of neighborhoods. Comprehensive and integrated development to be proposed with a 2.5 for a organized development. FSI for rental housing. Based on Maharashtra rental policy, Government of Maharashtra initiated the rental housing scheme with the participation in the private sector. Act as a slum prevention measure. Make affordable housing stock available to the economically weaker and lower income group. It will have a 3 to 4 FSI targeted towards the migrants. DR, TDR, FSI. Development rights. Potentially to be used on remaining plot or surrender of the public purpose reservation land. Transfer of development rights, which is known as the TDR. This happens from one plot to another. Development rights certificate. TDR in terms of FSI is issued in the form of DRC, which is transferable to any other person on payment. Generation zone and utilization zone. Defined for utilization of FSI by TDR. Constraint. Marginal open space around the building for high-rise buildings. That is, up to 10 meter height, it should be minimum 3 meter open space. 10 to 25, increase of 1 meter per every 3 meter increase in height. 25 to 30 meter, minimum 10 meter. 30 meter, 1 meter for 5 meter increase, maximum up to 60 meter. Firefighting provisions to be incorporated in high-rise buildings, more than 24 meter. Maximum travel distance to the exit to the floor to the staircase should be 22.5 meter. 32 meters is in the case of commercial building. This means within the 20, that's the maximum space has been provided from the staircases or the lift. So you cannot construct a building beyond 22.5 meter on either side. Provision for fire lift is mandatory buildings with height more than 24 meters. Fire equipments as per IS code. Maximum height permissible varies from location to location. Lift is compulsory for the building which is having more than 15 meter height. Second lift for a height which is having more than 24 meter. Second staircase height is more than 22 meter. In Mumbai it is more than 70 meters. no limit to FSI. It is dependent upon certain constraints such as firefighting preparedness, construction technology, soil bearing capacity, earthquake proneness, airport metallurgical department restriction. Optimal FSI 0.375 for an intensity user, for 0.75 for assembly building, 1 for residential and smaller plots less than 500 square meter, 1.5 for residential plus commercial use, 2.5 for redevelopment cases, 3.5 for business parks, growth centers, etc., 5 for hotels. Now, let's understand what is meant by a fungible floor space. Fungible floor space is the additional floor area developed by the builder over and above the FSI limit. To know more about FSI governing, read further. Typically, the built-up area is a space covered by the all floors in the building. For instance, if the total area of the land is 2000 square feet and the FSI set for the government is 3, then the builder can construct a 6000 square feet of the houses in the available plot. What is the formula for calculating the built-up area? Built-up area is equal to plot area into FSI. Built-up area is equal to 2000 square feet into 3, that means 6000 square feet of area. What is fungible FSI? However, if the developer wants to construct anything beyond the permissible FSI and increase the building area beyond the designated area, he has to purchase a space from the city authorities. The additional space may be purchased from the authorities is referred as a fungible FSI. It is known as a premium FSI. As per the norm, the fungible FSI should not exceed more than 35% of the floor area in residential properties and 20% in the industrial and commercial development. Anything beyond the purchase space is considered illegal and the builder can face severe consequences. What is amended FSI as per the new DCR? The concept of fungible FSI was amended in DCR 2012, wherein the areas such as balcony, flower beds, terraces and niches were included under the FSI. To compensate the builders for these losses, the government made a provision of additional built-up space in the lieu of the premium. The premium levied is a percentage of the ready reckoner rate prevalent on that area. For instance, the residential property attracts 60% of the RRR as a fungible FSI. Similarly, the fees for industrial and commercial developments are 80 to 100%. Also, to avoid the FSI, it is imperative the road adjoining to the plot should be at least 30 feet wide. Here I am giving the breakup for a sake. Road width 30 to 40 feet is 20%, 40 to 60 feet 30%, more than 60 feet is 35%. For example, if the land area is 2000 square feet and the FSI is 2, the road width is 35 feet, then the builder can avail 20% additional floor space as a fungible FSI. Additional built-up area here would be built-up area into fungible area 2000 into 2 into 20 by 100 is equal to 800 square feet. Total floor space area allowed is 4000, that is actual, plus 800 is a fungible FSI, will make a 4800 square feet. Hence, the builder can construct 4800 square houses. For the FSI and fungible FSI, kindly refer the official website of the state government. Thank you for watching this presentation. Kindly subscribe, like and share, which will motivate me for a further good presentation. In case of any queries, do not hesitate to write to me. The response shall be at the earliest. you can contact me at civilconclave@gmail.com or at my Telegram group, Civil Conclave Telegram group. The link is as follows. Kindly subscribe and like so that I get motivated and give you good presentation. Thank you for watching these presentations once again. Kindly subscribe.